Hello everyone, it's lovely to talk to you again. It's been a while since I've spoken about Norman Lindsay. I'm actually a specialist in Norman Lindsay, so I thought it might be lovely to share some more information about one of the beautiful black and white images that I have of Norman Lindsay's in my studio. Now, a lot of people don't realise, but Norman Lindsay was a master at the art form of etching. Now, etchings are incredibly difficult to do, and I will explain that in another video to you, but for today I'd just like to focus and tell you some little stories about this beautiful limited edition facsimile etching. It's called The Mirror, and it's a faithful reproduction of one of Norman Lindsay's original etchings that he actually did in 1920. And this reproduction, which is exact in colour and scale and size, was made in 1993, so it's actually 27 years old. And there's a lovely history with people collecting these facsimile etchings because the editions are printed in a limited number and they sell out. So there's quite a strong contingent of people who collect all of these. And this is what we call a sold out edition, because all of the 550 that were in the edition and have now sold out. So you can't just rush out and buy one, you have to wait for someone to put one up for resale on the open market. And naturally, being a Lindsay specialist, I do get beautiful Lindsays offered to me for sale. So I'm very pleased to be offering this on behalf of a private client. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about this lovely work, and I've chosen it because it's a nude, and that's what Norman Lindsay was very, very famous for. But there's also some beautiful typical detail in this, which is very much Norman Lindsay's forte. And he was a master at line. And you can see that here we've got this very simple outline of the female body. It's clean and it's sensual. That was very typical of Norman Lindsay. He was an expert drawer and started to draw from when he was a very young boy, so he was extremely proficient with that. And there are some lovely things about it that are typically Norman. The beautiful eyes of the model. He's emphasising feminine beauty. The mirror, the title The Mirror, it's about beauty and vanity, which I think most of us women are quite happy to admit that we are all a little bit vain, and that's why I love Norman, because he picks that out in our character. And you can see she's got these beautiful big eyes. That was a common thing that Norman would actually do in a lot of his etchings. And then the magnificent decorative headpiece. I just love the frivolity of that. That is so typically Norman. And the title of the etching, The Mirror. And there's some beautiful fine detail in this and done very cleverly by Norman. If we actually look carefully, we can see that the handle of the etching is actually a gorgeous shape of a man's nude body. And he's holding the round shape of the mirror above as if he's holding the world on his shoulders, which I think might be a little nod of Norman Lindsay's towards the Greek character Atlas, who held the weight of the world on his shoulders. Now, Lindsay loved mythology, and often little pieces from mythology would come out in his beautiful etchings. And then if we look further up into the round shape of the mirror, up in here, there's a beautiful winged woman in there, and that she could either be what was known in mythology as a siren or a harpy, and they were known for beautiful songs that would lure sailors to their death and wreck their ships. There's an amazing amount of beautiful stories about all of that in Greek mythology. But also being an angel with wings, that's another lovely sort of fanciful nod that we see in a lot of Norman Lindsay's beautiful etchings. And I've had it all beautifully reframed because a lot of older works don't have acid-free mounts and backing, so it's very important when you're buying a limited edition print or something that's got a number of years on it that you're paying for the quality of what you get. This is all acid-free mounts and backing, and in a beautiful sort of silvery, pewtery gold, rose gold blended frame. So this beautiful frame would work with any kind of decor, and it's been chosen because it actually suits the traditional feel of this work, being as it was that Norman Lindsay made the original in 1920. And the original, like I said earlier, this is a limited edition print from the original. It's down the bottom here, you'll see there's a little embossed seal, and that is your stamp of authenticity that it's a limited edition. They never get reprinted after the 550 are printed, and as I mentioned earlier, it's sold out. Now, the originals of this were done in very, very limited numbers, and a lot of those are now hidden away in private collections, or you might find that some of them are in our state and national collections. An original of this is at the Art Gallery of New South Wales. There's another one in the National Gallery of Victoria, Norman Lindsay's home in Springwood, which is a National Trust gallery and museum. They have a copy of it, and there are a couple of others in some of the other collections that don't spring immediately to mind for me, but I just wanted to let you know that because there's some beautiful history surrounding all of that, and also it gives you some idea of the importance of Norman Lindsay in the history of Australian art. He is by far and away one of our most famous portrayers of the female nude, and very much loved by the art collecting public. So that's the mirror. I hope you enjoyed some insights into that lovely little piece of gorgeousness, and I'll look forward to sharing some more information with you about Norman Lindsay in the future. If you'd like some more details about the painting, about the etching, you can go to my website under my Norman Lindsay page, and that's tiffanyjonesfineart.com.au. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.